What's up guys, DJ is back with another video. I've got to be a little bit quiet because my baby's asleep in the other room. But yeah, I can adjust the volume when I edit. Welcome back. This is a second video with Electric Type 88. We're going to be discussing PSA cards versus sealed product. Very, how can you say, a not so easy question because I think I'm just going to give a very general answer because it's not black and white. I'm not talking about the Pokemon sets, but it's not like grass is green, sky is blue. Why is the plane going up? It's not like that, right? It's not like Charizard is 5,000 and sealed product is 10,000. There's no, the numbers keep fluctuating, the products are different. If you want to actually compare two specific sealed product and PSA card, then that might be a little bit easier because then there's more bit of a bit of a history between those two actual products. But if we're just talking in a general sense, then we'll have to answer generally. So guys, I'm going to give a brief overview on each. I think we all know what PSA cards are and sealed product is. And with Pokemon cards themselves, they technically originate from the sealed product. So sealed product, in a sense, is made to be open. I know sealed collectors probably won't like that statement, but there's cards inside the product, inside the sealed product, and in order to get to them you need to open it. And the general sense of a pack or a box is to be open. That's its purpose. Technically speaking, I know I collect sealed and I collect PSA cards. I do both and I invest in both, but what I'm trying to say is when something is sealed, it's meant to be opened. It's meant to be used in a very general sense of the of a box. Or when you get a delivery or a package, you don't keep it sealed. You don't just put it like aside and don't open it. It's meant to be opened. So guys, I'm not telling you to open up your sealed product, but if you want to, you can. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, it's meant to be open, and you're meant to get the cards from them and enjoy the cards. Now, I think we can break this down into two variables. We can go the collecting aspect of sealed product versus PSA cards, and then we can also go with the investing aspect of PSA cards and sealed product. So, collecting wise, I think sealed product, there are sealed collectors out there. We all know that. And I think compared to the just general card collectors, there are small, like a niche market, from what I've seen and from just based on what I see on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Just think of it like a lot of YouTube channels are pack opening channels, right? They open packs. They don't keep them sealed. They open them. And a lot of the followers enjoy that. A lot of the followers do the same thing, and that's why they like to watch it. So when we're talking about something like sealed versus cards, it's just a no-brainer that a lot more people do the whole collecting cards. And I know I'm saying just cards generally, and this whole topic is PSA cards, but you don't get a PSA card without actually having a raw card. So I guess it's the evolution line. You start with a sealed product, you open it, you get the raw card, and then that raw card you change it into a graded card by sending it to one of the grading companies, whatever you choose, Beckett, PSA, yeah, pick your poison. So what I'm trying to say is the majority do card collecting, and I guess you can throw in PSA cards there because you can transform that raw card into a PSA card if you wanted to. And I'm not saying that is the best option. This is just generally, as a collecting sense, more people collect cards than they collect sealed product. I think it's hard for a lot of people to keep things sealed. From what I hear on the streets, people just can't. They have to hide it. They have to store it away. If they have anything sealed, it's like they just want to open it, because after all, they want the cards that are inside the packets. So even people hoarding all these Hidden Fates tins and packs, I know a lot of them, they just can't help themselves. Like, they've kept it sealed for a month or two, and then they're just like, nah, I gotta open it. They want to see if they got the Zard. So yeah, as a collecting aspect is all emotion, as I think we've discussed before in one of my other videos called Collecting versus Investing. I'll leave it down below if you want to check that out. But collecting is all from the heart, and investing is more about the dollars. So if we're speaking collecting wise, more people collect cards, PSA cards, than they do sealed product, and that's obviously preference. And yeah, it's nothing wrong with collecting sealed product. I just see that there's a lot less people doing it, and the people that do that, they enjoy that. So I guess at the end of the day, if you're collecting what you like and what you love, then that's all that matters, right? Alright guys, when it comes to investing in this stuff, people invest in PSA cards and they invest in sealed product. Do they grow about the same? Yes and no. I'd say sometimes they're very much linked. Sometimes there's a huge gap between the two. But just generally speaking, you can invest in both. The general rule for investing, or what do we classify as a good investment, is, I guess, when you buy something at a low price and you can sell it at a higher price later in time. Can you do that with PSA cards? Yes, you can. Can you do that with sealed product? Yes, you can. I guess people want to know which one is better to invest in, or which one grows better. And I don't think we could really answer that 100%, right? All we have is history, like what's happened in the past, and kind of just go off by that and have our own predictions. There's a lot of people predicting it's better to keep sealed product as an investment because supply is not always there. The supply is always dropping because people are always opening. Now I guess that's a very that's something that a lot of people have said, and with cards the population keeps just growing. But another thing that that really focuses on the supply side of things. But what about the demand? And I've said this a few times before in other videos. If you haven't checked them out, feel free to do so. But with the Charizard, there's like 1,500 copies graded, and there's more than 1,500 people that want that card. There's just, the demand is so high. So does it matter if there's a lot of PSA graded cards compared to sealed product? As long as somebody wants it, I guess it doesn't really matter. And when you choose something, so let's say I gave you an option, would you rather have a sealed case of Hidden Fates tins, or would you rather have a PSA 10 Charizard Shiny GX? And I think a lot of people would say this Shiny GX, to be honest, because the whole point for having all those tins is to get that Shiny GX, is to get the card. Same can be said with the base set Charizard first edition. Would you rather have one first edition base set pack or the first edition base set Charizard? You could pull that Charizard in that pack, or you might not. It's a gamble. And the value, obviously, I guess it's kind of unfair because the Charizard's worth a lot more. If it's PSA 10, let's just say it's a PSA 10 first edition Charizard and it's base set, so you're looking at 55,000 USD, and let's say you had the same amount of sealed product to go up against that. you know. So let's say you had, I don't know how much are these sealed boosters going for first edition. If they were going for like, 1,000 each, this is just a rough guess, don't take my word for it, but let's say they're going for 1,000 each. Somebody offers you 55 of those booster packs for your first edition Charizard PSA 10. Do you take that deal, or do you keep the first edition Charizard? You tell me. I think a lot of us would just keep the Charizard, right? We already have it. It's PSA graded, and I guess in that sense, PSA takes the win over the sealed product. But then again, if you didn't have that card, it's a little bit of a different story. You're looking for, I guess if you were selling the Charizard or the sealed product, you could probably move the sealed product quicker. Not many people do have 55,000 USD just lying around. But with the 55 packs, you can sell one by one at a cheaper rate. At 1,000 a piece or whatever the actual cost is. And yeah, I guess that's really dollars. As I was saying before, investing, it's all here, a little less emotion. But with those packs are really valuable because of that card. Well, there's a few other cards too, but generally speaking, a lot of the packs become valuable because the cards are valuable. If you have Steam Siege cards, right, they're not worth that much. So the booster box or the sealed product hasn't really seen much growth. Obviously, with the recent price rises and the booms lately, what's happening with prices, they're kind of stabilizing right now. But with what's happening with prices, even those sets, they've grown, but just a little bit. They've grown just a little bit. So the sets that have grown, like Team Up, Hidden Fates, Unbroken Bonds, these are modern sets. They've grown because there's cards that people want in those sets. Those sealed boxes, sealed booster boxes and stuff are only growing, well, I wouldn't say only growing because there's a few other factors, but are mainly growing because there are chase cards in there that people want. So if you say to someone, do you want the chase card or do you want the sealed product? A lot of people say the chase card. So I guess sealed product is quite easy to move sometimes compared to the PSA cards, because PSA cards, unless it's the actual chase card that you have, then you could have difficulty selling it. So in a selling aspect or point of view, if you have a sealed booster pack or booster box, it's probably easier to sell that in comparison to some of the cards in that set. But it's only easy to sell because people are hoping that they will get the chase card from that set, from that sealed product, because they don't have it. So guys, at the end of the day, I think both are very collectible. I see a lot of sealed collectors out there. I do have some sealed myself, and I also have cards. I have graded cards, and so do a lot of other people. So collecting wise, you're safe no matter what, because collecting, it's your collection. You got to be happy with what you get. And right now, one of my collection goals is to collect all the booster packs that Pokemon's made, all sealed, right? But I have PSA card a PSA card goal as well. So I mean, you just got to really pick what you want to do, and not, I guess, follow what everyone does, because for collecting wise, you want to be proud of your collection. Now, with investing, people ask a lot of SM Pratt and a lot of big guys, their opinions on investing in things, and that's also good too. But at the same time, you got to find what's investable and what's not, and do your own research, because at the end of the day, you don't want to say something like, if I told you sealed product is the way to go, that's the best investment over PSA cards, and then you just go ahead and sell everything you have, all your cards, to get sealed product and keep them sealed. But that, it just doesn't really work like that. That's why I think you can really thumb in collecting and investing, they're kind of very, very linked. One's here and one's down here, the heart and the brain. We have both. That's why I collect and I invest. But to say to just which one is better, I think it's not really answerable because they're both good in a way. They both rise in value. They both have their benefits. And obviously, a lot of people like cards, and a lot of people, there's people that like sealed product, but they like sealed product because of the cards that are in the sealed products, right? At the end of the day, people want the cards. As we've, explained throughout the video, especially if it is the chase card or a particular cards will always, is something that people want more than the actual product, like the sealed product, and I've mentioned a few examples already. And just to think of it, right? One chase card comes from one booster pack. So if you're actually comparing the two, like what I was trying to compare before, minus the dollar values, would you trade one sealed booster pack for that one chase card? You wouldn't, because it's a risk. You know that it's possible that you could get that chase card, or you might not, right? So I know when we think of it, those cards come from the sealed product. So when you have a booster pack, if you open it, it might contain a very valuable card. But at the time of buying that booster pack, it's still $5 or whatever the price tag is on that booster pack. And it's like the value for the card can increase dramatically faster than the actual sealed product. If you know what I mean. Anyway, guys, that's what I think. I don't think one is better than the other. I think they are both great investments. They both grow, and you choose what you want to do with what money you have. Make sure you budget well. But I think there's some PSA cards that do so much better than the sealed product. Just like evolutions, we see that a lot. Evolution booster boxes are cheaper than a lot of the chase cards graded. And I know there's several examples of where chase cards just throw out sealed product in price, right? And we just know it because that's what people want. People love to open packs. People want to open up packs. Now, you can invest in sealed product and you can invest in PSA cards. I think you can win both ways. I think you can buy either at a low price if you get in at the right time, and then you can sell at a higher price, hopefully, because nothing's guaranteed, so you don't know. But ideally, if you're investing in it, then yeah, hopefully you can. But anyway, guys, that is my point of view. Make sure you go check out Electric Type 88's video. And sorry if I'm talking really low because of the baby, but that's pretty much it. See you guys next time, 2 days time. Bye.